All right, y'all. It is Sunday, and today's baking endeavor was the silo cookies from, I think it's the second Magnolia Table Cookbook, but don't they look so good? Jeremy's feedback is that they got a lot going on in them, which in fairness they do. They've got oats, chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, and a little bit of walnuts. So they're busy, but they're good. And I have made so many chocolate chip cookies lately, I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. And I had just made lemon bars and banana bread, so I wanted to take a break from the acid. You know what I mean? My heartburn was like pissed. But yeah, so yummy. And lots of cleaning today, lots of playing catch up. Got Fixer Upper on in the background. Hello. I just filmed my March goals video. I am so tired. It's 3:34 on Monday. And it's really gray outside. That's why I'm tired. And I've been like hauling ass since 7:30 this morning. So I've been going pretty hard for 8 hours. But I've accomplished like, I have 38 things on my to-do list, I believe. And I've tackled, I think, like 27 or 28 of them, 29 of them. I mean, like, I've been moving. But now I'm like toast and I still have stuff to do. I'm gonna make dinner tonight. I'm making salmon and new potatoes, I believe. Although I don't think I have new potatoes, I think I have red potatoes, so whatever. And then I'm also, I've already decided I'm gonna have wine tonight because I am just like tired. That's gonna be so annoying to hear me just say that so many times, but I'm very tired and I'm constantly trying to get more out of my productivity. What are they, what is that thing with, it's like I see this like threading through Instagram sometimes where people talk about how capitalism has ruined us with productivity and how we glorify overworking and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, that's me. I mean, I got like major back problems from that. But it's also like, I don't know how to undo it. You know what I mean? Like part of that is just my personality and the type of person that I am. Like I just am, what did my friend Gabby say to me the other day? I posted something about like people who live in Texas. Somebody shared this to me and it was like, don't expect the next week to be normal. You've been through like a trauma of some kind. So like give yourself some grace. And my friend Gabby hit me up. She goes, but did you retain that? Did you like absorb that? Because you are a busybody. And she's like, she's got back problems too, so she looked out for me. And I just started laughing because I'm like, yeah, no, that's my problem. And so I'll be like, oh, that's why I'm tired at 4. But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna, you know, stop going as far as I can every day. Because like, it's what I said to Jeremy. My list is a mile long. Like if I don't do it, it's still a mile long. And then more shit gets added to it every day. So like, I gotta keep the pace because I struggle with this a lot. I struggle with the vilification of busybodies lately. Or the whole like, I don't know what that's called, but like, some of us are just like that, you know? And I don't feel good if I haven't accomplished everything I could have accomplished today. Now, there are some days where I just go, oh, I need to not. You know, but those days are designated, like I wake up and go, I'm a monster today. I need to go to bed. I need to be left alone and watch Discovery Plus. And that's exactly what I do, but those days are not often. And as evidenced by the fact that I just had Discovery Plus and it's been around for like a month. But yeah, so like it's just tough, you know, like it's one of those, yeah. Nothing's black and white in life. There's always gray, there's always nuance. Anyway, so this week is super duper busy, but it's gonna be a good week. I am making a lot, oh God, I have like all this stuff to tell you. So I'm like, I set these, not like, I just filmed my March goals and this was not one of them. But I set these little like goals for myself as a byproduct of not having power for like forever. I told Jeremy, I said, it's so weird what things do to you. Like with the weather. It was so cold. We didn't have power. We had like like all this, like the fireplace on and everything like that. And it was just like, I mean, it wasn't as bad as like a lot of other folks had it, but it still sucked. And I said to him, like, all I wanted to do that whole time was like cook, bake, make sweet tea, and like take care of everybody. And I couldn't always do that, right? So now, like every day, if we don't have something like in the cake stand, I bake. And then I always have sweet tea. I just made some more this morning. And then like every night I'm like, okay, we're gonna make dinner. Like I'm making dinner. And I make like a whole to-do. And I'm like busting out my cookbooks and I'm like super inspired, and it takes me forever to like make the grocery list and everything like that. But it's so funny to me how I think it was a whole total of like 10 days that we were impacted, all said and done. And it just, the kind of like after effects of that, where you're just like, wow, 10 days of not having, 10 days of like not being able to order groceries or not being able, whatever, leave your house for anything at all. And how it just made you, or at least made me go, okay, like every single day, what can I do? Every day, what can I do? Because having recent experience of not being able to do those things, I hated it. I hated it so much. But yeah, it's just interesting how things like, I mean, I guess it's part of getting older, but it's something that I notice a lot about myself where I'm like, I feel like every week or two, there's like a little part of me that's like, you know what? And I get a little bit more domestic. And he gets such a kick out of it because it's like, he's like, what made you decide to do that? And I was like, I just feel like, and he's like, oh, okay. And so, but yeah, so I don't know, just like random mid-30s observations. But anyway, okay, so it's 3:41. I need to go tackle my butler's pantry. I need to get like the ball rolling, at least clear it off and get like some movement going, because that's my big, like a big to-do for this week. I need to update my planner. And I need to make dinner. But I can wait like about 45 minutes. Oh, and I gotta change laundry. Oh God, I have stuff to do. So yeah, that's my update for you right now.
The asking price is $435, so that leaves you now at about $400,000 in the renovation budget. I think the brass is really unique to the place, off even the brass like there. We got that extra stuff, kind of made it feel a little
cute. Look at me. It gets better. It is Friday. I have no idea what time it is. But I am, I'm in the middle of like a balls to the wall crazy week. Last week was nuts. This week is nuts. This whole month is gonna be nuts because I'm trying to like make up for February. And I feel like I say this all the time, but if you're a goal-oriented person and you get delayed, this is how you fix it. Like, it sucks. But I went out to a nursery. I just told Jeremy this. I went out to a nursery for the first time, and because I just like really needed to go to a nursery, and I like made sure I was going to one that was legit and like taking really good like precautionary measures for COVID and everything. And they were amazing. They were amazing. They were so great about it. And I just told him like it gave me such peace of mind, because I would have just left. You know what I mean? Like the second it would have been sketch, I would have left. But they were incredible. And so I got stuff for the front porch to like hanging baskets and like stuff to plant in that big pot. And then I got stuff for the shade garden, which I didn't even necessarily intend on doing, but I wound up doing it because I'm like, well, why not? I'm here. So that was awesome. And I did 8 rides today because of my stupid ass metrics. But one of them was the Megan Thee Stallion ride, and it was really good. I did not PR like everybody else did, but it was really good. So yeah, I'm like crushing it today, which feels great. And then I got some newness that finally rolled in, so I get to finally film my first installment of March newness. Whoa! So yeah, it's Friday. It's busy. It's crazy busy this week. I feel like I've done. Well, I know I've done like so much stuff, but I feel like I haven't shown y'all that because it's either for other videos or it's like the most boring shit ever. You know what I mean? Like, it's like time consuming, but not at all entertaining. So yeah. Do you like my hat? Whew. I have to pee, and I'm hungry, and I have more stuff I need to plant, but I'm gonna do that in a different video. Yeah, I got stuff to do, but I wanted to check in and say hi because I don't know when the last time I vlogged was. This whole week is a blur, and I'm going 100 miles an hour because I have to, which, you know, long term, not great, but short term, very necessary. It's officially March. Springtime.
Mm-hmm.
He's working on the lawn, which means leaves, which means mulch. I'm planting the shade bed up. Hang on, let me show you. I planted a bunch of herbs yesterday morning, and I've got 2 types of basil already coming up, and that's so crazy. I was on the phone with my dad, and I was like, oh my God. I was FaceTiming him, and I showed him, and he was just as amazed as I was. Hold on, I'll show you. Look, right there, Greek dwarf, right there, Thai sweet. Isn't that so crazy? I got Siam Thai, that hasn't come up yet, but like, it's been a day. Crazy. I'm about to favorite this little bag here. It's called a kangaroo bag. It snaps down so it lays flat, and then it pops up like this, and it'll hold your yard waste. He's got the leaf vac on it right now, but this thing is awesome if you're trying to weed or whatever. It's great, and it takes up no space once it's all crashed down. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Actually makes some really
Nice mulch, huh?
yeah.
That saves you some money, because people pay for that shit.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to really
Stay on
let it down.
That's fine. Look, y'all, our tree parked back up. And that's so exciting. Good morning. It is Saturday morning and it's time for another garden tour. This garden looks a lot different than it did last week. I'm so excited. We're gonna start on the porch this time. I planted up my new herb planter. So in here I have 6. They're kind of, you see these lines, so I just did one on each. So I've got Queen of Italy parsley next to Siam Queen Thai basil, or pardon me, Giant of Italy parsley next to Siam Queen Thai basil, wild thyme, Thai sweet basil, bouquet dill, and Greek dwarf basil. And look, I just planted these 2 days ago. So exciting. And then when you turn, I've officially planted up all these beds now. So here we've got wild za'atar oregano. We have black, so that is like, pardon me, the wild za'atar, I just woke up and had coffee, like a tiny bit of coffee. The wild za'atar oregano rims this left side of the bed, and then I've got King Ellesmere mixed pansies that rim the right side of the bed. And then I've got black cherry tomatoes on this side, and I've got sunrise bumblebee tomatoes on this side. Black cherry is going to be like a purpley black. Sunrise bumblebee are going to be like a cherry-sized yellow. In this bed, I have chamomile around it for the most part, and then I've got dragon tongue beans and blahilda beans. They're going to be so pretty. Blahilda are purple, dragon tongue are like a speckled kind of yellowy green and purple. And then in this bed here, I've got corn salad. I've got a bunch of, you can see, I mean, I have a bunch of like the little guys coming up. Same thing here with the chamomile, you can see it. There's my, that's a dragon tongue bean. And then my blahilda are starting to come up. And then I've got some pansies coming up right there. And then I just planted the tomatoes a couple days ago. This is my new, I'll touch on this shortly, but this is my new shade bed that I just planted yesterday. And then over here, I'll give you like a low level of the cut flower garden. You can see all the ranunculuses coming up. They're really starting to like come up. So exciting. So exciting. And I'll take you around the other side too. Just see the anemones and the rock. All right, and then on this side I've got moss curl parsley on the left here. This rims the left. In the middle I've got a murasaki purple pepper, and I've got Kentucky beefsteak tomato. And then on this side rim is the Mamolo basil. So I do a lot of companion planting, but I also, the purple pepper is a purple pepper, but it's not spicy. And the Kentucky beefsteak is a giant, it's a beefsteak tomato that's yellow, but it's Kentucky, so like that had to happen. Over here, this, and just for the record, this all got planted on Friday morning. Pardon me, Thursday morning. This here is Batavian full heart endive. You can see they're really starting to come up. And then over here we've got green Macerata cauliflower that's really starting to take off. And then I planted my calendula, but I don't see any yet. Wait, I say that and there it is. Huh, there you go. Every day you like, I love this. I love when it's been about a week because every day you start to see more. I've got wild rocket arugula really starting to take off over on this side. And in the middle here, purple of Sicily cauliflower. All that purple, isn't that so exciting? And then over here, this like kind of variegated blend is a Beni Hushimazuna. If you remember last month really, I basically replanted everything I was growing with the exception of this bed had kale and Brussels sprouts. That's a no-go right now. So I did arugula here, and I did I started tomatoes and peppers. Okay, so then let's go up. You're gonna really start to see some changes this month, like a lot. It's starting to get fun. And we're officially in the point where I literally start dreaming about gardening. Okay, so here's my cut flower bed. We are working on leaf mulch, so if you want to know what all this stuff is, we're leaf mulching. But you could see a lot of this growth. This is what I planted. So these are anemones. It's a pastel mix. And then over here, I've got some Iraq coming up. apples, caramel apple and ruby gold. This here is my, I call it my shade bed just because it's a partial sun, but it's also Texas. So I've got some cast iron plants. I've got some ground covers in here. Yeah, just some really pretty like ornamental, not terribly high maintenance stuff that would kind of contrast yet complement well, you know. And then this is all that leaf mulch that we made yesterday. This is where a lot more of it is. So you can see, isn't this so exciting? So in here we have all my little babies is coming up. We've got caramel apple rock. I've got to kind of disperse this. But I've got caramel apple rock, I've got snapdragons, I've got pink peony bread seeds, I've got some avalanche supreme stock back there. This is kind of an awkward time to actually show you this because like, whatever. My stuff here, this mulch, we're gonna get rid of this today, this like pile, because I'm gonna expand the cut flower garden. My corms finally showed up, so I'm gonna pull all these out, and then all of this mulch is gonna come down, and then it's also gonna go over, but it's just sort of like a holding ground right now because Jeremy, if you can't hear that, Jeremy's working on the lawn today. His aerator just showed up today, so he's on like a bit of a timeline with that. I'm on a bit of a timeline with this because I don't want to do anything negative to my plants. But yeah, so that's what we're looking like right now. But isn't that a big difference? I'm so pleased. So yeah, we're officially at the point where like every day something's a little different. And then I'm, you know, every time I show you a garden tour, it's like, oh wow, that's impactful. So the plan is I have 11 trellises right now. So I'll tell you real quick what the plan is for them because this is going to happen probably this week. I'm going to wind up trellising this whole fence from, well, pretty much from that tree to that tree. All the trellises are going to grow melons. And then I have a bunch of smaller grow bags that I'm going to plant individual like peppers, tomatoes, whatever in, so I can keep my breeds accurate. But yeah, so my plan is I'll just kind of stick a, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then the tomatoes, I'm gonna also get some sort of a tomato tower. I ordered a bunch of them, so we'll try those out. And then I also want to try out. They don't need to vine like the melons will though. But yeah, anyway, so my plan is you're gonna really start seeing that this month, and then yeah, come April, May, June, with any luck, we'll have some real pretty tours. So anyway, that's the vlog for this week, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.